Hey, what is happening, everybody? You are back with the Real PG for another NFL player prop video for today, December the 1st. Before we get into the video, if I could please ask you guys to smash that like button. We're looking for upwards of 50 likes on today's video. If you've not yet subscribed to the channel, you're going to make sure and get subscribed and hit that bell button for the most up-to-date information on player injuries, player line movements, and anything else in regards to today's slate. Last but not least, you're going to find 3 incredibly important links in my description section of every video. The first one is going to be to the free Discord. The free Discord is about a group of 650 like-minded individuals constantly talking NBA, NFL, NHL, Thrive, Prizepicks, you name it. 24 hours a day, people are going at it, talking plays, talking injury news, talking whatever is pertinent to the game that day. Next link is going to be for that of the paid Patreon. That is something you can check out on your own time. You can also come into the Discord and look in the testimonial section. This is in regards to the Discord or the Patreon specifically. So you can check out how we've been doing, what people have to say about my picks and how they're doing. And if getting behind the paywall and getting into the Patreon is something that interests you, this third link is going to be the most important of all. The third link is for Thrive Fantasy. Right now, the Real PG community and Thrive Fantasy have partnered together, and we are running a promotion that if you go over to Thrive and you sign up as a new user using my promo code, capital letters PG, deposit a minimum of $10. You can deposit as much as you would like, and they will match up to 100%, up to $100, meaning if you deposit 10, you would get 10 for free. Deposit 50, you'd get 50 for free, and so on all the way up to 100. Last but not least, you're going to make a paid play on any entry, whether it is in the contest lobby or the prop lobby. It makes no difference. You can play a DFS-based contest, or you can play your normal player prop contest. It makes no difference. After you have taken care of those 3 things, signing up with code PG, depositing a minimum of $10, and making a play, you're going to come over to the Discord and send me a message letting me know, hey man, I've taken care of the Thrive requirements, and I will check with Thrive and I will get you moved into the Patreon immediately then. So this gives you a pretty good opportunity to try it before you buy it, or just get 30 days for free if it's something you weren't sure about. But it is a limited time offer, and I would highly advise you guys taking advantage while it is still around. With that being said, let's hop into today's plays. Got 2 plays over at Thrive for you today. First one we're going to be looking at is Josh Allen and his rushing yards over 43.5. So the last 5, Josh has been doing a lot of running. He has had, it doesn't show up on here. Let's take a look at his last 5, though. So Josh Allen's last 5 games with, in regards to the rush, he has put up 49, 86, 84, 7, and 78. 7 is the clear outlier of the group. He has cleared 44.5 every other game in the last 5 with no problem. I don't really see this changing today. If we look at Josh Allen on Pinnacle, I would assume his line is bumped to the over. So they have him at 42.5 yards here at minus 130 to the over, plus 101 to the under. So there is some value on the over for sure. It doesn't look like they're going to offer touchdown passes over here at Thrive. If they do, over 1.5 touchdown passes looks like a great play as well. There's not much going on with the yards. So first play would be Josh Allen over his rushing yards. I think he takes care of business there. Next, we're going to look at Ramondre Stevenson. He has been an absolute workhorse and been taking care of business, especially in the passing game. He has been going nuts, as everybody is aware of at this point. I mean, let's take a look at Ramondre's last 5 as far as yardage goes. So he's got totals of 59, 72, 10, 56, and 76. Again, leave that outlier out. Even with that, he's averaging 54.6, only needs 32. Pretty safe bet. The other look would be his receptions, but again, that is not offered at Thrive, so I am totally okay with the yardage. It is bumped up to 35.5 here, and I'm certainly okay with 35.5 or 32.5. It's all pretty much the exact same when we're looking at somebody who almost doubles this every game. Let's take a look at Ramondre. So Ramondre over 35.5 receiving yards on the book. Minus 141 to the over, plus 106 to the under, so some pretty good value. You have some pretty good history to go off of, showing that he is pretty much as close to a lock as you can get. We all know there is no locks in gambling, but yeah, the receiving yards or the receptions are both great plays at the exact same lines of minus 140 to the over, so go ahead and lock those two plays in, both the rushing plays over at Thrive for Josh Allen and Ramondre Stevenson. Actually, Ramondre's is a receiving yards, sorry guys, and Josh Allen is a rushing yards, but both rushing props, if you will. So go ahead, and I like that 2-man for today. If anything else pops up on the board that you think looks good, feel free to add it, but this would be the core I would suggest to you over at Thrive. Next, let's head on over to Prizepicks. So at Prizepicks, we got a couple different options. Over here, we're going to be looking at Ramondre, but we're going to be taking the receptions over here. Just because I want to cover as many bases as possible, since I'll be playing yards over at Thrive, I'm going to be playing the receptions over here. That's just, like I said, just to cover more bases, not because I like one more than the other, because I really can't distinguish the difference between the two. They look basically the same to me. Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. So we're going to... All right, so Ramondre at 4.5. We're going to be looking at... Sorry, I'm using some plays off the Patreon again today for you guys. So we've got Ramondre over the 4.5. We're going to look at the field goal section. I like both kickers. I like Tyler Bass over 1.5 today. And as far as Nick Folk, I'd prefer that you look at his kicking points at 6, and I'll show you why. So currently Nick Folk is juiced up to 6.5 kicking points, and he's shaded slightly to the over at minus 116 to the over, minus 113 to the under. So it's basically a coin flip at 6.5. So I think there's great push equity, if nothing else, at the 6, where if you take the field goal prop, you have no chance of a push. You're either winning or you're losing. It's looked pretty good over the last 4 games, but again, versus this defense, I see potential for field goals, but on the off chance, since it is only a 3-point spread, but on the off chance this does turn into a blowout and Buffalo puts them, in a quick hole, I don't see them going for many field goals in the game. So you might get one, and then you hope that Mac Jones finds one of his receivers in the end zone a couple of times to add the rest of those kicking points. So I feel better about the Tyler Bass play, but if you did want to go with the Nick Folk route, I would suggest kicking points. And then last but not least, we are going to look at Devin Singletary, and we're going to look at his 1.5 or 2 receptions. I'm sorry, it's 1.5 on the books, 2 here. Let me show you what's going on the books with Devin Singletary. So this is one of those odd situations where we've got him at 1.5 receptions, but the line is minus 218 to the over. That is like not seen. And normally, from my experience, when I see lines like this, they generally don't hit, which is really strange. But I don't use the past results as any kind of indication for what's to come looking forwards. That makes no sense. So with a minus 218 line at 1.5, you have amazing equity for a push, if not better. Singletary has had either 1 or more in every game, so he's basically riding that line of 1-2 every game. But based on that Vegas line, I'm gonna look to the over today, and I'm not gonna think twice. I'm just going to believe in Vegas today when they know what they're talking about. Throughout the day, I will dig deeper into these plays. These are first looks for, it's only 10:24 a.m. I will be digging deeper into these plays throughout the day, but this is what I do like to begin the day. Ramondre Stevenson over 4.5 receptions, Tyler Bass over 1.5 field goals. If you want to look to Nick Folk, over 6 kicking points, and then Devin Singletary over 2 receptions. So these 3 plays are definitely my favorite 3 as of first thing this morning. That I'm sure will change throughout the course of the day. Ramondre will certainly not be taken off that list. Ramondre is in such a great spot, and he gets so much passing work that he will certainly be in the lineup. It's just whether it's going to be a receptions or a receiving yards prop that I end up going with. So if you guys are tailing, I wish you the best of luck. Again, please check out Thrive Fantasy. If for nothing else, it's to have another book that you can line shop at, you can get better lines at, you can get different lines at, and you get free Patreon till the end of 2022 if you take care of those 3 simple steps of signing up with my promo code PG, depositing $10, and playing in any paid contests. Again, once you do those 3 things, hop into my Discord and just let me know, hey, I've taken care of the Thrive requirements, and we will go from there. Till the next one, guys, best of luck and peace.